No, Harold, I haven't had a chance to do the 38 Super as part of a Firearms Friday segment. No, you're right. It is a fantastic idea, and I thank you for giving it to me. Excellent idea. Okay, and thanks for calling News Radio 1000 KTOK. Yeah, Harold's been asking me about it for a while. So, 38 Super. David the Marine. This looks like the round everybody is so familiar with, 9mm.
9mm, and this is a 38 Super. It's longer.
David, this looks like a regular old 1911.
There's nothing regular about this one, Lee. I won this at the 1911 Single Stack Classic a few years ago, and had that fitted up. This is originally chambered in 9x23. The what? 9x23, the worst marketed cartridge ever.
9x23.
9x23.
Okay.
Very good cartridge. Nobody knows it.
Yeah.
This is 38 Super we're talking about today, and this is the 9mm. Well, why am I showing you these 3 rounds for one gun? Because this one gun can fire all 3 rounds.
And silly me, I thought he meant all with one barrel. So you can load this barrel up with the 9mm.
With the 9, this one the 38 Super, and this one the 9x23.
Now, why would you want this?
Versatility. The 9x23 has a 125 grain bullet at 1450 feet per second. That's 357 Magnum ballistics. But it's expensive and hard to find. When the last time you bought a box or even saw a box of 9x23 Winchester? Exactly. 38 Super, almost as bad to find. It's really difficult to find 38 Super, but you can find 9 anytime, anywhere, any store, and buy plenty of it.
But today we're interested in 38 Super.
38 Super. So putting that barrel in, and we'll see how it does.
What's the history of the 38 Super?
The 38 Super was first introduced in 1900 as a 38 ACP. That had a 130 grain bullet at about 1,000 feet a second, a little bit more. They decided they could do better than that, and they came out in 1929, the 38 Super. Same bullet going just over 1,200 feet per second. And at the time, it was the fastest bullet they had, and it could defeat the body armor of the day. And so the gun held 10 plus 1, so you had more in the handgun than a revolver, and you had some power that was, until the 357 Magnum came in 1935, that revolver couldn't match.
38 Super. Beautiful thing.
Here you go, Lee.
Yeah. Competition trigger?
Oh, maybe a little.
A little, yeah. So, David, the 38 Super looks a lot like a long 9mm.
The hell you say?
Hail yeah.
Hail Caesar.
How does it compare to the 38 Special?
Well, let's take a look. The 38 Special is special and a little bit longer, but that's because originally it used black powder.
Right, and it has that, it's not an ACP, so it's meant to go in a revolver, so the back end of it is got that ridge to it.
Has the rim, has a full rim, but the 38 Super is semi-rimmed.
Oh.
And so the good news,
see.
Yeah, the good news, bad news there is the accuracy was less than stellar because it was head spacing on the case rim. And modern barrels now head space on the case mouth, so accuracy's gone up a lot better.
Now, was that because they also maybe wanted these to be able to use in a revolver?
They have chambered revolvers for the 38 Super going back as far as the Webley Fosbury back in the 20s. Yeah. Webley Fosbury.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Ain't no school like the old school. So which one has more muzzle velocity?
Let's find out. 38 Super. .1201. 9x23 Winchester.
1365.
9mm. First is factory ball, and next one is a Corbon Defense round, 115 grain hollow point.
$11.94. 1,300.
And 9mm. Nah, 38 special. 1079.
And I kind of expected that 38 special because it seems to be so much longer to have more muzzle velocity.
Right. The 38 special case is large because, again, is loaded with black powder, which is bulkier powder.
Yeah.
So it takes up all that space, but with modern smokeless powders, it doesn't need all that space.
But the 9 seemed to be seemed to.
Looking at the numbers,
Yeah.
38 Super was 1201.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not bad. 38 Super is 1201 versus 9mm at 1194.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 feet per second. It doesn't matter anymore. Back in the day, a 38 Super, it made sense back then. But to get a 38 Super now, unless you shoot competition, there's really no reason to get it.
Unless you just want it for your collection,
Yeah.
or you're a fan of 1911s and you want as many different 1911s you can get hold of it.
If you reload and you want to, maximize the cartridge, you can do that. I got some bullets that have a 160 grain. That's a heavy bullet for the caliber, and you can do that if you reload. But there are other caliber that you can, like 40.
Me as well, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
you can go,
Exactly.
200 grain to 40. You want to go heavy bullet. But 30 special was 1074, so like 127 feet less.
Yeah.
Okay, you can maybe argue 127 feet is worthwhile, but go find some 38 Super and go find some 38 Special and tell me which one you found first.
Yeah. Because it's harder to find. The 38 Super is harder to find.
Right.
So we mentioned a lot of guns because, well, after all, guns for everybody.